Welcome to all. Myself Ganesh Javalkar, working as assistant professor in NB Navle Siagar College of Engineering, Solapur. My total experience is 19 years, and I have completed my ME Civil in Structures. For today's lecture, I will discuss under rim pile. What is the concept of under rim pile? So in last lecture we have seen what is the negative skin friction. Now let us go for under rim pile. So what is the concept of this under rim pile? So in the diagram, let us see, first discuss the diagram. Here I have shown this pile. So you know this is the pile here. Now in the diagram you can see there is a extra diameter at particular level is provided. So extra diameter or enlarged diameter. So here say diameter D is small d is the diameter of pile. Then here this enlarged diameter you can call it is dB. Here it is. So this bulb or under rim, so extra enlarged portion at some particular level is called bulb or under rim. So this bulb is prepared with the help of instrument. So that instrument it is like this. So if this is a auger, then here it is provided with some mechanism. So this mechanism which will fold and which will expand. So like if you observe the collapsible gate, so there is a, when you close the gate, there is a folding of all the strips, diagonal strips. So like this. So this is the collapsible gate. When you close the gate, then these strips, diagonal strips, will get folded, and when you open this gate, then it will get enlarged. So like this is the arrangement provided to the instrument. Like this mechanism is provided. So this instrument you can observe many videos which are also available on the YouTube channel. So it's how it works that you can observe from that videos. So by using this instrument we can enlarge the portion, some portion of the pile here, that is bulb or under rim. So this bulb we can provide single bulb or double bulb or triple bulb, so depending on the type of soil and its necessity. Now below this bulb, below this there is a soil. So due to provision of this bulb, this soil get compacted, and this compacted soil is behaving like a pile. So compaction of soil and this compacted soil will behave like a pile, and at the base the bearing area get increased. So initially, if you consider this pile, this is the diameter D. So for this base area, we are calculating the load carrying capacity of pile. Now, due to provision of this bulb, this area gets, this is the bulb provided. So below this soil, below the bulb, I will show it again. D is the diameter of pile. This is the bulb provided here. Now below the bulb there is a soil which get compacted, and this will act as a pile, and therefore the base area gets increased. So this is diameter at the base, which will be dB. So this base area gets increased, therefore its load carrying capacity of the pile gets increased. So simply provision of this bulb will get you the more load carrying capacity of the pile. So this is the concept of underrim pile. Here I have written this concept of underrim pile. Due to introduction of bulb, soil below gets compacted. This compacted soil behaves as a pile with increased diameter at the base as dB. Therefore, load carrying capacity of pile will get increased. Now again some explanation is given. Underrim piles used in expansive soil like black cotton soil. So particular use of this underrim pile is very beneficial for expansive soil. So expansive soil you can consider black cotton soil. Then underrim piles cannot be driven, therefore these are essentially bored cast in situ pile. So bored pile, driven piles here. So driven piles are those which are of precast material, precast or timber pile or steel pile, so which can be driven in the ground directly, so with the hammering action. But this underrim pile, it cannot be driven on the field, on the ground. So therefore it is essentially a bored cast in situ pile. So first we have to prepare this bore hole. You have to prepare this bore hole first. Then at particular level you can prepare this bulb, and again there is a bore hole. So this is the first bore hole is prepared. Now then it is filled with the concrete. So this is the cast in situ pile, bored cast in situ pile. Then third point is diameter of bulb should be 2 to 3 times diameter of shaft, generally 2.5 D. So bulb diameter you can provide 2 to 3 times diameter of shaft. So here I have shown shaft or stem with diameter small d, and diameter of this bulb dB will be 2 to 3 times diameter of shaft. Now let us go for analysis of how we can analyze this bulb. So analysis of single bulb underrim pile. So initially area at base is small with the diameter small d, that is without bulb. It will be AB equal to pi by 4 d square. Now end bearing resistance QUB, end bearing resistance QUB equal to QB small QB multiplied by AB. So that is the end bearing resistance. So QB multiplied by pi by 4 d square. Due to under rim base area dB, which is greater than d. So this increased diameter will get you the increased end bearing resistance. So this increases with the increased dB. So QEB will get increased. Now in case of skin friction resistance, so skin friction resistance we have denoted QSF equal to Fs or Qs. So sometimes Fs or Qs. So these both notations are allowed. So Qs multiplied by surface area As, which is again equal to QSF equal to alpha C bar into pi dl. Now pi dl, here I used complete length in the diagram. This is the length of pile, total length of pile. But if you know L1 and L2, that is the after the provision of bulb, if you know the length, different length L1 and L2, then you can use, if L1 and L2 is known or given, then you can use alpha 1 different and alpha 2 different. What is alpha? Alpha is the adhesion factor. So alpha 1 is less than 1. So adhesion factor between concrete and soil. So again if you represent the diagram, so why alpha 1 is less than 1 for L1, because here there is a contact between pile and soil. This is the contact surface. Now here for L2, alpha 2 I have taken equal to 1, alpha 2 equal to 1, because here this whole portion becomes pile. It behaves like a pile. This soil is behaving like a pile, and again there is a surrounding is soil. So therefore this is the contact between two surface, so soil and soil. So therefore alpha 2 you can take 1. So this adhesion factor depends on the material. So alpha 2 equal to 1, that is adhesion factor between soil below bulb and surrounding soil. QSF can be calculated separately for L1 and L2. So if you calculate if you consider L1 and L2, then obviously it will get increased. So previously without L1 and L2, if it is not known, then you can calculate QSF by this equation. So where diameter of small d is there and L is there. Now with the increased with the L1 and L2, this QSF can be modified and it will get increased. In single bulb, base area is increased due to bulb, hence end bearing resistance and ultimate load carrying capacity of pile is increased. Now let us see analysis of double bulb under rim pile. So again if you see the diagram, this is the pile subjected to the load QUP, then there are two bulbs provided here with the diameter dB, and now again concept is same. this soil get compacted between two bulbs, and this soil also get compacted below the bulb. So therefore from this point to this point, this will be L2, where soil is behaving like a pile, and again the diameter gets increased at the base. This is the diameter gets increased, and again therefore the load carrying capacity also gets increased. So spacing here, spacing between two bulbs, which is less than, so which should not be less than 1.5 dB. So this is the criteria mentioned here. I have taken alpha 1 is less than 1 because pile and soil, alpha 2 is equal to 1 because soil and soil. So these are the two materials. Now QUP, this load carrying capacity of the single pile, which is given by QEB plus QSF. So again this equation is known to you. Putting the values, Q for QUB 9C into pi by 4 dB square increased diameter, and for QSF alpha 1 C bar into pi DL1, then alpha 2 C bar pi dB into L2. So for this L2 portion, this there is a increased diameter, and for this L1 there is a small diameter D. This is the D. So therefore final equation is addition of all these QEB plus QSF will be the load carrying capacity of the under rim pile. So it will be increased load carrying capacity. From above equation it can be mentioned as ultimate load carrying capacity is much more than single bulb pile. So for double bulb pile you can have load carrying capacity more than the single bulb pile. So this is the concept about this under rim pile. So we stop here. In next lecture we'll discuss about the group action of pile.